Hey there, second grade friends. I want to start by apologizing. I've had some major technology issues, and for whatever reason, the last video didn't have any audio. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to redo that problem. I'll probably take down the other video. There's just some other issues that I have going on with my technology right now as far as getting problems up and uploaded to YouTube and how I can record my screen, etc. But I'll do my very best to get you guys videos as often as I can. But let's jump right into it. We've got Jake had 58 cookies in a box and had 39 cookies in a box. How many cookies did they have? So there is a solve video that I made describing each step, but I'm going to try and embed that in here. And I'll put up the other video also for second grade parents to see. So S stands for study the problem. We have a know and unknown chart here that I've already put up for you. And so what we know is that Jake had 58 cookies. We know that Anne had 39 cookies. We don't know the result. We don't know how many they have. So normally people would say, O, by the way, O is for operation, L is for launch, V is for verify, and E is for extend. We probably won't do a whole lot with the extend part on these, just in the interest of time, because I can already tell this is going to be kind of a long video. So anyhow, in study, we have a know and an unknown chart. We've got Jake had 58. We have Ann that had 39. We don't know the result. We don't know how many they have. So normally people would say, oh, we're adding these together. Yes, you are adding them together, but we first look at the problem and we say, well, what's happening? Is Anne giving cookies to Jake? Is Jake giving cookies to Anne? No, they're not giving cookies to each other. We're just got two standalone boxes of cookies, and that's a part whole. So we've got Jake's part and Anne's part, and then we have a whole. And that's how our organized section would look like. So we're just organizing the words that are in the problem. Then when we launch, then we would say, okay, Jake had 58, Anne had 39. To find how many they had, we're going to have to add. So here's where we would add. So 8 plus 9 is 17. Regroup the 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. And 6 plus 3 is 9. Okay, so they have 97 cookies. Okay, so the purpose of this verify sentence is we basically just take the question that they ask us and we turn it into a statement. And we do that so that we focus what we're trying to find. Let me show you a better example on the next one also. Okay, so again, let's see. We've got a large bag of M&Ms had 63 pieces. A small bag has 29 pieces. If Donna buys one small bag and one large bag, how many pieces of M&Ms will she have? Okay, so if you're going to study the problem, what do we know? We know that the large bag has 63. We know the small bag has 29. We don't know the result. We don't know how many she'll have in the end. And just so you know, the result won't always be our unknown. We'll probably see that with problems coming up later in the week, if not next week. Okay, so then we look at our question. How many pieces of M&Ms will she have? Well, she will have unknown pieces. We turn that question into a statement so we can focus what we're looking for. We're looking for pieces of M&Ms. We're not looking for how many bags. We're not looking for how many small bags, how many large bags. They already told us that, right? We want to know how many pieces. All right, so we know we're not putting bags together. We're not putting all of them in a bowl. We just want to know how many pieces of M&Ms she's going to have. So we've got a large bag and a small bag, and then a whole. That's what we want to know. We want to know that whole. Okay, so let's turn that around. We're organizing this into a part whole, and now I'm going to launch what I have to do. 63 plus 29 gives us some result, some unknown. 9 plus 3 is 12. 6 plus 1 is 7, and 7 plus 2 is 9. She will have 92 pieces. So if we were to extend this, we would say, we would ask kids, well, make the problem a little harder for yourself. Change the numbers. Maybe make it into a subtraction problem. Instead of part whole, can you make it a join problem? Things like that. All right, so, but we'll leave that for the next time. Okay, so let's take a look here. Carlos has 82 coins for Roblox. This is our Wednesday question, by the way. Carlos has 82 coins for Roblox. Vincent has 66 coins for Roblox. How many coins do they have together? Okay, so just to, we've got our known or unknown chart already filled out, and we've also got our verify statement. We just took that question, how many coins do they have together? They have unknown coins together because we don't know how many coins they have yet. Okay, so what do we know? We know that Carlos has 82. We know that Vincent has 66. We don't know the result. We don't know how many they have together. So now if we think about this problem, right, we say, okay, we know that Carlos has 82. Vincent has 66. That is a part whole, and we don't know how many they have together. I know this might seem a little bit, it might seem like extra work, but these problems get tougher as kids get older, and we want them to get used to the idea of thinking through word problems. I mean, as adults, we read this and we say, oh yeah, we want to know how many they have together. Can't you just teach me that the word together means add? Not necessarily, because just because it says together doesn't equate to it being addition. It could mean lots of different things, as you'll see hopefully in the coming weeks. All right, so let's replace our part whole mat here with the numbers that we have in the problem. We don't know the whole. Carlos has 82. Vincent has 66. I'm going to turn this into an equation. 82 plus 66 equals some unknown. 82 plus 66. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. They have 148 coins together. You'll see in a second, I'm going to highlight some kids' work. Part of that extend could not only be making the word problem harder, it could be showing different ways to solve the problem. It could be expanding the numbers that are there and adding the tens together first. 80 plus 60 gives you 140, and then 2 plus 6 is 8, and then 140 plus 8 is 148. Things like that. Okay, so I know that was kind of fast, but now I want to jump into highlighting some kids' work because we've seen some really good work this week. Second grade, I am super proud of you. Let's see, we've got some friends. We've got Moad from Miss Jimenez's class and Ayana from Miss Nunez's class. This is what I was talking about a second ago. Moad just kind of extended out his addition, and then Ayana gave us the answer right here on the slide. I'd love to see the entire solve process if possible, but if you can't, that's fine. Put it on there. If you could at least add like the number and then a verify statement, that'd be awesome. We just want the kids to kind of get used to the process, okay? So great job to you guys. And we've got some more kids from Miss Jimenez and Miss Nunez's class. We've got Amethyst, who showed us her work down here at the bottom. And Enzo gave us his work in the speaker notes. And Fernanda from Miss Nunez's class took a picture. All different ways that you can turn these in. We don't want to make this tedious. We want to make this as easy as possible. So please turn those in. One more page with Miss Martinez's class. We've got Nathaniel up here. He showed us his work in a separate form and sent that in. That's perfectly fine. And then we had a ton of kids from Miss Martinez's class show us in the class comments their answers. Absolutely perfectly fine. Just so you know, I block out last names and pictures just in case. And then from Miss Escamilla, Miss Rodriguez's class, we had Rian. Rian showed us his work down here at the bottom and gave us his work in the comment section. absolutely fantastic job. All perfectly fine ways to turn in work. This is for some extra practice, parents. We definitely don't want to make this tedious, like I said. I hope this video helps. Again, I apologize for the glitches and the technology before, but I think we've got them worked out. I just might not be able to get you a video every day. Thanks for listening. This is a really long video. The other ones are not this long. Anyway, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you again for participating.